Hi, so after watching that video, I covered up my webcam with a band-aid, but now whenever I want to use my camera, I always get really confused about why there isn't a picture showing up, and then I'm like, oh right, the camera's covering up, so now I have to take down the band-aid and then it works. That's not really what I wanted to do. Anyway, so I started feeling like this whole college thing wasn't. I started feeling like I hadn't ruined my life and that there was still a chance of success and stuff when I was looking. Well, when I realized that a lot of my feelings were caused by stress because I was actually worried about school. And then when I was looking at the classes that I want to take this summer, I realized that I'm actually on course to finish community college in 2 years on time, so I'd only be like a year behind instead of more, which really isn't that bad. But then I saw this thing about how admission policies are going to change, and I'm set to transfer in fall 2013, but CSUs are cutting admission. So what the plan is, in fall 2013, most CSUs are going to waitlist their admissions. So people that are applying are just going to be waitlisted instead of accepted. And that's what they're going to do for freshmen. I haven't seen anything about transfer students in the fall, but they're totally canceling acceptances for the spring semester, except for 500 transfer students, meaning if I want to transfer, I'm going to be up against all the other people that want to transfer to be one of the 500 that are going to be accepted for spring semester. But it's starting to feel like budget cuts are going to have me postponed till fall 2014. San Francisco State is one of the schools that isn't planning on waitlisting their admissions. They're looking for other thriftier ways to cut costs, like being more energy efficient and stuff. But I mean, we've all read the articles about the students sitting outside during class. So, yeah. It's really cool that you're taking an Egyptian art class. Is it an art class or an art history class? Did I tell you about my art history class and how my teacher is not actually going to teach us anything? Because the first half of the semester, it was just class taught by group projects, and then we finished the midterm. She read us the midterm because she didn't print us all copies. She read it to us, mind you. And after the midterm, she was like, okay, now you can choose your groups yourself this time. And I'm like, what groups for what were you talking about? And so it's another group project, and I have to send in my stuff tonight. I should have sent in my stuff earlier, but I didn't. I haven't started. I have to send it to them for presenting on Tuesday. And I have another math midterm. I don't understand the concept of 2 midterms. What are you doing? Like, his midterm was already 2 parts, and now we're having a second 2-part midterm, and we're still going to have a final. Are you going to give us 2 finals? Like, what are you doing? And so that's happening. I saw your panda. No, owl. Owl. Sorry. I was thinking about pandas. I saw your owl on Tumblr. That's cool. Yeah. I'm ready for German class to be over. I just kind of dread it all the time. Even though it's the only class that I like. On that test that I totally bombed, at the bottom, I wrote this disclaimer about how it's the only class that I like, which is saying a lot since I totally failed. Did I tell you I got a 50% on that? I did. I didn't even get the listening portion right. Like, I couldn't even process what they were saying when they were talking, and that's usually the easiest part of the test. But yeah. And then we had another test right before break, and I think I did okay on that one. But we'll see. I have German homework. I haven't started that either. And I got a B plus and 88% on my history midterm, which is also good, considering at the end I put that disclaimer in at the end that I'm not racist and that I'm Jewish, because in my head I can't be Jewish and racist. Like, those things can't coexist because, you know, Holocaust, slavery, like, kind of related. I mean, segregation in the US is what. My mom just does this. She just starts randomly yelling, and I'm just like, bitch, calm the fuck down. But anyway, that's where Hitler got all the ideas for segregation and stuff. It was from America, so yeah. Did you see the president's address thing about Passover? That was cool. He's my favorite. Like, first, the whole holiday card thing where everyone said that he was a godless Christmas hater because instead of having a Christmas tree, he had one of those plants and a picture of the dog. Yeah, I really liked that too, because I'm a godless Christmas hater also, with the sparkly red sweater I bought in July. And they were handing out they were handing out ears at JCPenney for Easter. Jewish girl ran around the entire store trying to find one. Me, Christmas hater, I know, right? Anyway, what am I talking about? So one of these days, if you ever felt like it would be really cool. I know you don't, like, use your camera for these videos, but it would be really cool if I could, like, see your apartment and stuff. Or see stuff. Aside from just your face, because I like your face and stuff, but I don't know anything about your school or your apartment or what it's like or anything. Like, it took me the longest time to figure out that you guys were on a quarter system and it was the same thing as that we had in middle school. Is that kind of weird? Because, I mean, we had blocks, you know, semester and then year-long classes in high school. Was it weird to switch back to having quarter-long classes? I feel like that would be really short. And, yeah. My mom bought me makeup. Well, actually, she bought me more moisturizer, which is nice of her because I use expensive moisturizer. And then they gave her free samples, so then she was going to keep them for herself, but then I kind of just stole those too. Oh wait, look what my mom just gave me. They're an apology because tonight she wanted me to make her matzo brie, so I did. Matzo brie is where you basically make French toast out of matzah, kind of, for Passover, because you can't have bread. But yeah, so she wanted me to make her matzo brie, so I did. But then when I handed it to her, she's like, this isn't like how my mom made it. And I'm just like, bitch, I don't know how your mom made it. And then she's like, she didn't eat it. She didn't eat it. She didn't even say thank you. She was just like, this isn't how my mom made it. And then she just like sat there and pushed it around on her plate, and I ate my damn matzo brie. I sat there and I ate the entire thing. And then she's like, I'm gonna make myself matzo brie like how my mom made it. I'm like, you do that. Nobody said you had to eat it. And yeah, so it was this entire thing. And then she apologized, but I wasn't having any of it because she didn't even say thank you when I handed it to her. So then we just were mad at each other. But anyway, look at what she gave me. She made them. Hold them up one at a time. It's a tea kettle earring. It's a teacup. It's really pretty, but you can't really see it. Yeah. Cool story.